Shalom, family. It's good to see you. Not under these circumstances, though. Definitely not. So, many of you might have heard there was a mass shooting down in Jacksonville, Florida, and our people were the target. Three died, and others were wounded. It was a racist that went into a Dollar General down there targeting Black people. And this is why these folks will forever be known as cowards. You know, you're going to go out and kill a bunch of people that never did anything wrong to you, more than likely never seen you, never knew you, but you got that much hate in your heart. So, being the coward that he was, after he did all this shooting, he took his own life so he wouldn't get taken in by the police. So my heart goes out, and it has the same reminiscence of Buffalo. And here's why I'm telling you this. Now, y'all remember Peyton Gendron wrote the N word on the barrel of his rifle before he went in there, right? This dude had swastikas on his weapon before he went in to use it. So, thank you, Fat Man TV, for the super sticker. So, and it gets worse, y'all. They have since discovered this dude had several manifestos, several of them. And all of them were about hating us, hating our people. So, again, isn't it amazing how these folks will come to our channels and hate on us and do all kinds of things to get you taken down? But somebody got hateful manifestos out there. And in many of these manifestos, they even talk about killing people. And you notice how long these people go untouched? You only hear about the manifestos after they done did some shooting out here. Then all of a sudden, everybody can find these manifestos. Isn't that amazing? But they'll come and act like what we do and what we say and what we talk about is the worst of the worst. That's why I don't pay attention to these people. They're full of shit. That's what they are. But they want to come and have an issue with us for just talking about the things that impacts our lives. That's all I want to focus on. Isn't that what they focus on a regular basis? Turn on CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, they focus on themselves. Do we complain about the fact that they focus on themselves? No, we don't. But if we put up a YouTube channel and focus on the things that happens to us, all of a sudden that's some issue. That's why I'm just, I tell my brothers and sisters, especially the ones that'll come for advice, do you. Don't worry about what these trolls and what these folks come on your channel and say. The hell with them. All of the media is geared towards them. So if we got some channels out here where we focus on ourselves, so the hell what? So what? So what are we supposed to do as Black men and women? Put up channels and make it all about you? Don't you have enough things all about you already? Damn. So anyway, dark skinned brother, thank you for the super sticker. So let's get into it. I absolutely, my heart broke when I heard this story yesterday, and my condolences to the families down there in Jacksonville, Florida. You can't even take yourself out and go shopping at a Dollar General. You can't go to a Tops grocery store and shop for yourself and your family without somebody coming in on you with some damn gun and gunning down the place. It just, it never makes any sense. It's no point in trying to make sense out of these folks. All right, let me share my screen and let's get into it. All right, y'all. Please, Tempest78, thank you so much for the super sticker. Black Mama, thank you, darling, for the super chat. May the Most High bless and protect you, Sister Lisa, your loved ones, and this family. And thank you, and may He bless you and your family too, Black Mama. Thank you very much. Please give me a one if you can see the screen. I see the ones in there. You're already on top of the game, aren't you? Okay.
Care. It's education's little known currency. At Ultimate Medical Academy, our transformative support has served over 75,000 alumni, online and on campus.
This interview could open doors for you,
propelling them towards a career in one of 18 healthcare programs. That's care for the whole student and who they will care for. Because when you can't help but care, the world can't help but notice. Ultimate Medical Academy. Care pays back. Visit ultimatemedical.edu to enroll today.
Let's go to Jacksonville, Florida now. Press conference on that shooting that took place here. Let's listen in.
Shooter. This afternoon, a little after 1 p.m., an individual we have not yet officially identified entered a Dollar Tree in the Newtown area of Jacksonville, outfitted with a tactical vest, armed with an AR-style rifle, and a handgun. Then the shooter killed 3 people before turning the gun on himself, taking his own life. Other than the 3 individuals killed and the shooter himself, there are no additional people who suffered gunshot wounds.
All right. I can't show the whole thing because of what's in it. But if you want to see it, it's on CNN. So let's talk about this, y'all. I mean, this makes no sense, but we know America have thrived on gun violence. Remember, the whole country began on gun violence. And don't ever expect it to stop. It won't. There is no chance of the gun violence stopping in America as long as you grew up in Black to Black. You grew up in Jacksonville. Yeah, I have some relatives in Jacksonville. Yeah, y'all got a real strong Black population down there, and it's upsetting. This is so upsetting to me. All right, so let's get into this story. You got to be careful about what you show. This is YouTube. So, y'all, I found out about this in the afternoon. So, this was 3 people, and this was Saturday, and they said it was definitely racially motivated, from the manifesto and things they found. They knew this was, I believe he was a neo-Nazi. So anyway, Black people at a Dollar General store in Jacksonville, one of several weekend shootings, again, shocked Americans, public places, from stores to football games to parades. The shooting was racially motivated. He hated Black people. This is according to Jacksonville sheriff, who you just saw in the video talking. His name is T.K. Waters. Said at a news conference early Saturday afternoon. Waters said the shooter, who described himself as a white man in his 20s, shot and killed himself after the attack that left behind what the sheriff described as 3 manifestos outlining his disgusting ideology of hate and the motive in the attack. All 3 victims were Black. It was 2 men and 1 woman. Waters said the shooter lived in Clay County, Florida, south of Jacksonville with his parents. Isn't that Peyton Gendron all over again? He was 18 and he was living at home with his parents. So Jacksonville is located northeast Florida, about 35 miles south of the Georgia border. Waters said the shooter told his father by text to check his computer. The father found documents described Waters' manifestos and called the authorities. Waters said by the time the authorities were alerted about the manifestos, the gunman had already started to attack in the Dollar General. The shooting started shortly after 1 p.m. Eastern Time, blocks away from Edward Waters University, a historically Black school where students living on campus were told to stay in their residence hall. Waters said the gunman was seen on the school's campus before heading to the Dollar General. No one was injured on campus. He took the opportunity to put his bulletproof vest on outside and put his mask on outside and then proceeded to the store where he committed horrible acts. This is what Waters told CNN. Y'all, this is absolutely ridiculous. So you see like ambulance and tons of police vehicles. And I mean, I almost cried when I looked at this yesterday. It really is so upsetting. Let me see if I can get a screenshot. I want y'all to see what he had written, what he wrote on his gun. Okay. See if I can show, because I did see a picture previously. Here it is. Let me see if I can put this up big on the screen for you to see it. All right. All right, let me share my screen with you again. Okay, so you can see he got a swastika right here. And I mean, this is just ridiculous. I mean, I don't care how much you personally, I don't care who dislike me because of who I am. But when you take it to this level, that is absolutely ridiculous. That is ridiculous. You know, so you went out, you decided you hate Black people, and you went out and you carried out a murder on people you probably never met before in your life. And you know what? I know we can't catch everything. I know we can't, but y'all better start being wary of them folks showing up in your neighborhood and they're wandering around or they look strange. You need to keep your eye on people like that. If they're popping up around us and you don't know why, you better start keeping an eye on these people. Because this was the same case with Peyton Gendron. He went around where our folks live, and you know, hardly no one in that supermarket looked like him. But you gonna crop up all of a sudden. You should be wary of that. Always be wary of that. For real. Well, this dude was from Clay County, Florida. So I take it that he was, a Floridian. And of course, Ron DeSantis spoke on it. And I almost, man, please let me see if I can find what he said. You're going to get a good laugh out of this. He actually did some sermon speaking against racism. And I was like, look at all the stuff in the recent months that you've been doing down there in Florida. And now you want to act outraged that someone that is a complete racist and what they are doing down there. They killed people. And now you want to talk like you're against that? That's exactly what Ron DeSantis did, y'all. That's exactly what I mean, it's almost laughable. Let me see if I can find his statement. You're going to get a kick out of this one. But yeah, y'all be wary of these people just cropping up in your neighborhood or cropping up where it's mainly us or our people are out there shopping. Mm-mm. Let's see here. I think I'm kind of stuck here. Can y'all hear me? All right. Can y'all hear me? Okay, I think it's back. I kind of got stuck there for a while. But let me see if I can pull up this Ron DeSantis statement. I mean, this man is such a fraud. He is so phony. Okay. So he condemns the racially motivated shooting that took place in Jacksonville. So, he's all out there campaigning for the presidency. So on Saturday, he condemned the shooting that took 3 lives that the authorities call racially motivated. The shooter, who wrote a manifesto, killed 3 people inside a Jacksonville Dollar Tree store Saturday afternoon. So, and I told you about the press conference, but Ron DeSantis had the nerve to say racism should not be tolerated. I was like, what is all this mess you're doing down there in Florida? I mean, I don't give Ron DeSantis a pass because he's been stoking the flames down there in Florida for months. Okay, he's been stoking those flames for months. Now, when something like this happens, oh, now you dead set against racism, and oh, what a horrible thing, and oh, racism shouldn't be tolerated. Shoot, man, I was looking at some of the comments over, the AP history and all the stuff, and taking diversity out of the schools and all that. Even people were calling Ron DeSantis a neo-Nazi down there for all of what he's doing. If anything, you're sitting in your governorship stoking the flames. I even had somebody, one of my videos, I had someone come and say, oh, you're wrong about Ron DeSantis. He's not against Black people. He's okay with Black people. I was like, look, we even heard from some of the students when he was back teaching, saying he was very hostile towards the Black students. So, no, you ain't going to come and try to paint some false narrative now about Ron DeSantis. Come on, man. Nah, you try again. You're not going to get away with that. Yeah, I mean, if you go out, let me just I'm going to show you this real fast so you can see what I mean. But he's all, "Oh, this is not going to be tolerated." I'm like, "Man, go somewhere and sit down. Nobody trying to hear you now." Look at look at this. I mean, what a joke. What a joke. And this man is running around here talking about he wants to make the rest of the country like Florida. I was like, I don't know what part of the country that wants to be like Florida. Is he out of his mind? Shoot, the country's already went to hell in the shape that it's in now. You want to make it Florida? Please. I don't condemn my brothers and sisters down in Florida because what's going on with Ron DeSantis is not their fault. They are not at fault at all for what he's doing down there. Yeah, well, you got to be careful everywhere you go, but these cowards will try to sneak up on you and harm you, you know? Wow. So everybody, no matter where you are, be careful. And like I said, when you see these people lurking around, you better be on alert, especially when they're coming around us or coming around a store that you're in. Yeah, you make sure you be on your P's and Q's for real. Mhm. Yes. And another thing I want to say to y'all, everywhere you go, make sure your phones are fully charged. I was out with someone and their phone went dead. Don't ever let that happen. If you don't um have a charge, just buy one of those little portable chargers to keep on you. That way you got a way to charge your phone because I realize everybody don't have a car. Get one of those little pocket portable size chargers. Keep your phone charged at all times when you're out and about. Seriously, because the threat out here is real. I know people, with your car, it's easy to plug your charger in and charge it up. But for those of you that are not traveling by car, just go and get one of those cheap little phone chargers. And if your phone start getting low, you can at least whip that out and you have a way to charge up. But you got to keep your phones charged up at all times because you just don't know what's going to happen while you're out there. Yes. You can even get in a habit when something don't look right or someone don't look right, you can always record them. And it's funny, the last over the last few months I did videos, especially with cops that didn't want to be recorded and they would attack someone. There was a woman, an older woman that got attacked, and the stupid cop didn't even realize there were people sitting in their cars recording him and he didn't even see them. So, I mean, no matter how hard you charge at a person, there's always somebody around you that's recording that you didn't see, you know? Hmm. But y'all be careful, and we'll definitely be doing more live streams because the sad part is America is the place that keeps on giving when it comes down to stories and tragedy. This place, there's no shortage of stories up in here. So y'all, please enjoy the rest of your day. And if you haven't seen my videos that I published today, please get over there and watch them. Peace, family.